Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder to come to our water bottle promotion coming up. Every fan receives Suns logo water bottle.
We toast, West Coast, we brag.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
The Jazz couldn't have looked more confident as when they arrived at the arena earlier on. Obviously, and we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the...
Well, guys, since Devin Booker...
He's doing it all, D.A. Thanks. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for Phoenix, Saric. So for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Kaminsky comes in for Saric, and it's Johnson in for Kelly Oubre. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. George Niang, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. Shay's checked in for Mitchell, and it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
Best passes to Moutier. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Rudy Gobert, 3rd.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
To the right side. The drive by Rubio. Suns moving the ball around. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And now a 12-point Suns lead. And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
Shot clock at 6. Back to Moutier. And here's Jay outside. They grab their own miss. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Now Booker, his last outing, he had 18 points. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
This is not a young man you want to send to the line. Booker's already a lights-out foul shooter.
The Suns shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Bradley's checked in for Utah. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a 3. He might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building 3. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Kicks it out to Che. Fires for 3. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
I'll tell you, the three-point shot comes down to consistency, and Che has been able to repeat that shot motion.
Rubio, the pass to Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Booker's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Phoenix. Moutier dishes to Che. Right side Bradley. And there's the pass to Shea. Lets it go. Again, Shea missing.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
It's good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Phoenix leading by 14. Booker looking around. Again, Phoenix.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
The Jazz shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Shea kicks to Mudiay. From deep, Shea bangs home the trifecta. Best's got 6.
Well, zero hesitation from Shea right there. Rise and fire with authority.
Booker outside. Pass to Baines. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in, and so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. It's a 16-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And I was really impressed with that passion to win. I mean, I don't think anybody saw that coming. They just stormed back there in that third quarter.
Check Diallo. He's checked in for Phoenix. Rubio the pass to Diallo. And it's Baines in the corner. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Baines has got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Shea outside. Fires the three. Rebound by the Suns. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
You know, right out of the gates, one team gets a lead with the head-to-head advantage, bragging rights, if you will, over the other. And tonight, it starts.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Floats one. Goes back up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Utah, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon. And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Pass to Clarkson. Back to Shea. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Phoenix feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back right after this. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the...
We're really key to have a coach like that.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Johnson fill out the wing. Aaron Baines out there with Shaq Diallo. And it's Rubio in at the point. And it's blocked by Bradley. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. And the Suns making a change here. Oubre's checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Murray's checked in. And so here's Phoenix. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought, Greg, they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on. All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss. Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
O'Neal against Booker. Pass to Rubio. And again, it's the Suns missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Murray. Here's Bradley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his second trip to the free throw line. Johnson finds Kaminsky. Now here's Rubio. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
And now a look at Emmanuel Mudiay here, how he performed last season. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Best can't hit.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Clarkson with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Occupying that instant offense role, Doris. Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
Back to Booker. Booker draws the double. Kaminsky with the bounce pass. 6 on the shot clock. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Phoenix no good that time either. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
A very opportunistic player. Che gets out in transition for an easy basket.
Booker outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Mudiay, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Booker dishes to Rubio. Launches a 3. That's good from Booker on the assist by Rubio. Booker's got 11 points in the quarter.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Mudiay kicks to Clarkson. The pass to Che. Here's the 3. The rebound by Johnson.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Jazz trail by 21. Here's Best. And it falls over the rim and in. Che's got 10.
How about the stop and pop from Che? He is so tough to guard.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. Pass to Baines. Rubio against Moutier. Kicks it out to Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Best passes to Clarkson. From past the arc. Offensive rebound, and it's blocked. Here's Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 7th assist in the game.
Devin Booker has got a 70-point game in his history. He is cooking. You might want to check him tonight.
And so it's Devin Booker. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. Changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Kaminsky comes in for Oubre. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Of course, when you watch the game now, Biggs playing on the perimeter. Who can really defend and hold their own outside the lane that you've seen?
Well, you think about a guy at the rim like Clint Capella, who is a great shot-blocking force. But in today's NBA, he's got to be able to guard the pick and roll, make the necessary switch. And because Capella has got great feet and because he can move laterally so quickly, he might be 6'10", 6'11", but he can get out and switch in the pick and roll. It is a thing of beauty to watch.
So on the floor for Utah, Jordan Clarkson is out there with Murray. Then it's Che. Then there's Emmanuel Moutier. And it's Bradley in at the 5, roaming the paint. Back to Bridges. Fires from deep. Good on the 3-point shot. Bridges has got 7.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
From deep, Che. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker. Great showing for him last season. 7th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Drops in the layup for 2. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the sneaky first step of Booker, not a speedster by any means, but still a handful on that drive.
Che kicks to Clarkson. Che outside. No good from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
They double him with Che. Down low, here's Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Che outside. Back to Moutier. From deep, Che. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And that one drops for him. 31 points for Devin Booker.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Moutier, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Moutier's got his first points of the game.
Well, Emmanuel Moutier, that kind of shot will up your field goal percentage, gentlemen.
Rubio against Moutier. And here's Booker from the arc. Suns keep it alive. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Utah called for the foul. The Suns have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns.
And what I don't understand about the Suns, they had Aiden last year, and Doris somehow go from middle of the pack to last in the league in rebounding.
And I think that's why we talk about the value of rebounding as a team, right? I think gone are the days when you can have just one or two guys working the glass. In the Suns' case, obviously, that really decreased their number of possessions.
Here's Moutier. Bradley. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Booker. He's got 31. 1:52 left to play in the third. To the inside. Here's Baines. Bradley with some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Clarkson against Rubio. Shea outside. The tray. But they recover it.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backboard.
Rubio finds Johnson. Baines passes to Kaminsky. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Here's Booker. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. Doubled by Best. And Baines kicks to Rubio. From deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. Bradley's got rebound number 8 now on the night. From 18 feet away. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Niang's got his second basket.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Pass to Baines. Bradley with some nice D. Shea outside. That shot misses. And so it's Phoenix holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Johnson, Kaminsky out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter, and it's a Kobo in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Here's Best. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Shea's got 19 points.
Well, there's more to basketball than threes and lay-ins. Shea doing work in the mid-range there.
High arcing shot, and it's a Kobo missing. Jazz have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Williams-Goss the pass to Best. Offensive rebound. Niang, that's good.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Passes it to Kaminsky. Carter outside from downtown. Connects from three-point range. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, Greg, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And it's Okobo with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Now the pass to Johnson. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league.
So it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. From an offensive standpoint as well, they were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alton, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long.
You're listening to Hank and